The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of PLAAY Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back, everybody, to the channel here as we get set for Game 3 of this time frame between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 22-23 Boston Bruins. Your starting goaltenders for Game 3 is going to be, of course, Linus Ullmark. And for the Habs, it'll be Michel Larocque going for the Habs. So with that being said, as you can see, the Habs lead by a time frame score of 2-0. Should the Bruins please, there we go. Should the Bruins magically be victorious in this game, the series would be, it's still in the Habs' favor, 2-1, and the Bruins would be on the board, hoping it would be resulting in this game right here. Without further ado, let's see what the dice have to say in this one. So without further ado, let's have the clock operator, if they are in there, please, will you do us a favor and start the clock? We're going to begin this game with a quality check, this time between players 2 and 5. That's Roberts and Forbort, and we're looking for the quality of power. Both guys have power, and we are going to move on to the next segment. Home scoring chance of a 21. Visitor goalie must make shot save. Oh, Linus Ullmark has a shot save rating of 1 or 2 with the dot to hopefully make the save. Yikes! Should have went with Swayman, but of course he played his game and didn't fare too well, so I went with Ullmark today. So whatever. So again, Ullmark needs to make a 1 or 2 with a dot to make the stop. He won't, and the Habs will score. Let's see who scored the goal. 6. 6 is player with the best shot rating, and right now on the ice, that is Guy Lafleur. So Guy Lafleur will score the goal, and 2 assists will be handed out on the play, as it will be Lamar and Savard or Lapointe. I do want to keep at least one of each symbol out there. So we'll go with Lamar and Savard for the assist takers on the Guy Lafleur ice-breaking goal, and the Habs lead it 1-0 here in Game 3 of this time frame. We continue on in the 10th minute with a quality check, this time between players, anybody on the ice for the Habs against player number 3, that's Charlie Coyle for the Bruins, and we're looking for power. Pick your poison between Tremblay, Mahovlich, Robinson, and Lapointe. I think we're going to let the red die decide. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, or a 6 is a reroll. So player number 3, that's Pete Mahovlich. So both guys have power, and we will move on to the next segment in game number 3 of this time frame. Oh, and it's a 3-3, so we got a critical face-off. So check each team's best face-off rating. So it looks like we have Patrice Bergeron with a 61 and Doug Jarvis with a 60. Boston edges out Montreal for that critical face-off. So Bergeron will win that one as he moves on in to Michel Larocque's spec save rating of 1, 2, or 3 to make the stop. 4, 5, or 6 will not do it. It won't. Tie game. Patrice Bergeron will score. And let's see how many assists we're handing onto the play. Looks like it'll be 5. So 1 assist. Ooh, pick your poison between Pasternak, Marchand, and Lindholm. I think we're going to give it to Lindholm. We'll give it to Lindholm for the assists, and as Bergeron scores the goal. The game-tying goal here in the first period off of a critical face-off. And just like that, the game is tied at 1, and we move on to the next portion of this segment. Quality check, this time between players 2 and 5. That's Tremblay and Forward. Again, we're looking for hits. Both guys have hits, and just like how the way the cookie crumbles, we move on to the next segment in this one. We got a quality check, this time between players 5 and 3. That's Lapointe and Nosek. We're looking for speed. It looks like Tomasz Nosek has speed as he moves in on Michel Larocque, who needs to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 with a dot. Ooh, excuse me, to make the save, which he does to keep this game tied right where it is at. And of course, I am playing this every game in this time frame and in this project with Hockey Blast Express. I will leave a link to the game down below in the description, so that way you guys can check it out for yourself. With that being said, the period will come to a close, and after 20 minutes of the books, we are tied at 1 apiece. Quality check to begin the second period between both players in 3. That's Coyle and Jarvis. We're looking for speed. Both guys have speed, and we move on to the next segment in this one. Visitor scoring chance of a 44. Any visitor player with a triangle creates a goal. Pick your poison between Marchand, Pasternak, and Bergeron. I think this is going to be tough. I do want to keep Bergeron out there just in case I roll 3-3s or 2-2s again. Pasternak I want to keep out there, but I'm really hesitant on using Brad Marchand. Here's what we'll do. We'll let the red die decide. 1-2 is Marchand. 3-4 is Pasternak. 5-6 is Bergeron. It'll be Brad Marchand, the hothead. So Marchand moves on in to Michel Larocque, who needs to make a 4 or a 5 with a dot to make the save, which he will. And we move on to the next segment. Home scoring chance, 24. It says, visitor goalie must make spec save, otherwise it's a goal. Linus Ullmark is known for a lot of spec saves throughout the 22-23 NHL's regular season. So he has a 1, 2, 3. In order to make the spec save, 1, 2, 3, or 4 will do so. 5 or a 6 won't do it. Oh, and of course he will. He stands on his head to keep this game tied. Linus Ullmark does it once again. Nobody changes, and we move on. Visitor scoring chance of a 42. Visitor player in 5, that's Nyrop, visitor player in 5, that's Lindholm, creates a goal with a quality roll of star or a triangle. Unfortunately, Lindholm does not have a triangle, but he does have star. So he's moving in on Michel Larocque, hopefully to make the play save. 4 or 5 with a dot will do so. Oh, 5 with a blank won't do it. Lindholm will score. Hampus Lindholm will put the Bruins in front 2-1. And how many assists are we handing out on the play? 2. Looks like it will be Bertuzzi and Pasternak will get the assists on the Hampus Lindholm goal. Or excuse me, the go-ahead goal for right now by Hampus Lindholm. We continue on in this portion of the segment and with a quality check between players 3 and 5. That is Lamar and Forbort. We're looking for Star. It looks like Jacques Lamar is going to win that one, as Forbort does not have Star, but Lamar does. So Lamar will move on in to Linus Ullmark, who needs to make a 1, 2, or 3 to make the play save. Can't, and the game is tied at 2. Lamar scores. How many assists? 2. Larry Robinson is 1. And I think we'll give it to Bill Nyrop. So Lamar from Robinson and Nyrop are your assist takers for the Jacques Lamar goal. And we move on. Visitor scoring chance of a 22. Home goalie must make shot save. Michel Larocque needs to make a 1 or 2 to stop it. Can't, and the Bruins take the lead again. Let's see who scores the goal. 7. Player with the best shot rating. So right now, that is Jake DeBrusk. So Jake DeBrusk will score the goal, and 2 assists will be handed out on the play, as Hall and Bergeron will assist DeBrusk on the goal. And the Bruins take the 3-2 lead as we stay right here in this 20-minute segment of the second period. Visitor scoring chance, 64. Visitor defense stop, breakaway, home. Oh, excuse me. Home defense stop, breakaway. Oh, sorry. 164. Oh, it's a visitor. Sorry, it's a visitor scoring chance. Visitor defense stop, breakaway chance. Home goalie must make a play save. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 with a dot will do so. And Michel Larocque does. So that's going to do it for the second period. And after 40 minutes in the books here in Game 3, Boston leads it 3-2 over the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. We start the third with a quality check between players 1 and 2. That is going to be Wilson and Hathaway for power. Neither player has power. And we move on to the next segment here in this one. Quality check, this time between Schutt and Forbort. Oh, Forbort was used, I believe. Was he used? I think he was. Yeah, I'm gonna say he was. I'm gonna say he wasn't. So 1 and 5, Forbort and Schutt for Smart. Both guys have Smart. Now he's used. I'm losing it. So Lindholm will be the new guy up on top. Gainey will be the new guy on top for the Habs. Moving on. Quality check between players 3 and 5. That is Mahovlich and Lindholm for hit. Neither player has hit, and we move on to the final segment before we go to the empty net mini chart. Quality check between players 3 and 2. That's Jarvis and Pasternak. We're looking for speed, as both guys have speed, so a quiet third period here as we head to the empty net mini chart since the game is being decided. Or excuse me, since the game is coming to its end within a 1-goal lead. So keep your eyes on this number right here, the empty net mini chart number. And we roll a 8. The game is over. Stop the clock. Holy cow, what a back and forth game that was. As Boston will indeed get on the board with a win to make it a time frame series once again by winning over the 76-77 Habs by a final score of 3-2. Stay tuned for the Biddy Beer game summary for Game 3, as well as Game 4 coming up right after this.